So let's have a go at building a staircase in SketchUp. It's a pretty easy technique. I've measured this. I know it's a 3-meter rise, and I'm going to need 20 steps at a height to get me to that height of 150 between the stair treads. So and I'm going to have this my stair treads to be about, say, 250 wide. So easiest way to do that, obviously, just get yourself a calculator. By 20 equals 5,000. Okay, so I know I need to come out 5,000 from my top point. Here we go. So I'm going to come out 5,000. That's good, and that gives me my 5,000 point. And I know my first step needs to be vertically at 150 mils. So I'll just set that up. So you can see I've just set in my first bit, and then this is going to be 250 wide. Okay, so this is going to be my first step, and I'm just going to draw up this one, and so this is going to be 150. Okay, so there we have it. I've got a little bit of framework there that's going to make the start of my stairs. So I know this, the top of the first tread is going to be at this point here, and the top corner of my second tread will be at this point here. So that'll make my life easy. I don't want all my stairs to stick to that, so I'm just going to triple click, edit, and I just want to group that up, make a group. Good one. Okay, so I'm ready to go. I'll just click away from that so I'm not working on it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in my step. And probably that's not the best way to do it. I think I'll just use my pencil tool and draw out into space. It's a little bit easier. So coming out here on the green axis, I'll make these, say, 1,000 wide, which is not too bad. I'm going to come across, okay, holding down shift to get my auto inference. Okay, drawing point to point, so I've got continuous line drawing turned off here. Okay, so there's my first step. And I'm going to give it some thickness, so I'll just extrude it down, and I'll give it a thickness of, well, that doesn't look too bad, I'll give it 75 millimeters. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I've made that one step, so I'll triple click, edit, and I'll make this one a component instead of a group. So later on, if I want to change one of these steps, it'll change all of them. Just call that stair tread. Okay, that's good. Right, so that's all the hard work done. So all I've really got to do now is grab my move tool, grab my step by this top corner, hold down option and snap it to the next one. Okay, that's pretty easy. And then I'll go like X20. So I'll just type in X20 and I say give me a heap of those, and it multiplies it out to the amount we want. Now I knew that I would have one extra, but it's easier to do it then. And I'll just remove that stair tread. Oops, let me just grab that and I'll delete it. Okay, so that gives me an exact set of stairs on the right angle and tread size that I was after. So that's good. Now, because I've built those as a component, just to take it just one step further, it's quite easy to modify. If I modify one part of this, it'll modify the whole thing. So I might want to, say, put a little bit of a bevel onto this. Let's come down. I'll just use the halfway mark. I assume that's going to look okay. That's good. So now I'll grab this underside where I want to put a bevel on, and I'll grab it with my move tool, and I'll flick it with my left cursor. Nope, right cursor. Okay, so that's going to just fold it back for me. Something like that is going to be about what I'm after. So it's just beveled back. So if we have a look now, you can see that because I made that a component, it's applied that to all of the steps. So that makes it nice and easy. And if you want to put in a simple kind of handrail, again, it's not too hard. But we'll do a basic one. For starters, we'll come in, say, 20 mil, and then just rule across. and I can bring up a panel. I could say bring that up 1000. Okay, and that gives me a meter high, so that's pretty good. Okay, now I can see that where these are intersecting now, so I can just like rule across from this point up to this one. That's good, so it rules straight through the whole lot of them, and I can just grab my extrude tool and I should be able to just push it through, and that cuts it away. So that gives me a panel that I can start to use. Whoops. And you can put a stair rail on top of that, or you can colour these as glass, translucent glass panels, or do it however you want. Okay, so that's the accurate way to do a staircase. So you've just got to know how high you're going, and you just need to know how large each stair tread will be, and the rest is all pretty easy. So the magic is in that duplicate the component, which is just like X the amount that you want to duplicate out. All right, thank you for that.